Hello dear friends, we are here with you. This is an educational video on the Vitagnostica channel. This is a very important video for understanding the essence of problems caused by nutrient deficiencies. To start our video, I want to refresh your memory on some facts from the 7th grade biology course, specifically information about how a human develops. When the sex cells merge and the zygote begins to divide, after some time, the so-called germ layers are formed. These are literally 3 layers of cells, from each of which specific organs and systems will later develop. And these 3 layers of cells are called the ectoderm, the outer layer, the mesoderm, the middle layer, and the endoderm, the inner layer. And today we are going to talk about the ectoderm and the mesoderm. These are the outer layer of cells and the middle layer of cells. So I found information that different vitamins are responsible for and serve as guardians, so to speak. They protect and stand watch over the different layers of these germ sheets. So vitamin A is responsible for the ectoderm, for this outer germ layer, for the outer layer of cells. And vitamin C is responsible for the mesoderm, for the middle layer of cells. So which organs and systems, as the fetus develops, are formed from the ectoderm, from this outer layer of cells, and which ones are formed from the mesoderm, the middle layer? So the nervous system is formed from the ectoderm. The spinal cord and brain, that is the entire nervous system, the spinal cord and the brain. Tooth enamel is also part of the outer germ layer, which vitamin A is responsible for. The epidermis and sensory organs, such as the eyes, for example. The epithelium of the anterior and posterior sections of the digestive system. These specific parts of the human body are actually formed from specialized cells that are originally laid down as the embryonic ectoderm. From the cells of the middle layer, which are laid down as mesoderm, vitamin C acts as the protector of these cells. What is formed from them? From them are formed muscles, cartilage, bones, the organs of the circulatory and lymphatic systems, excretory organs, and reproductive organs. That is, these organs are formed from the middle layer. Building upon this foundation, if we truly understand the essential and fundamental facts regarding which specific vitamins act as the primary protectors and defenders of these distinct germ layers, then you can easily begin to understand for yourself that quite naturally, if these vital internal organs are originally formed from these specific germ layers, then it follows logically that, but genetically, biologically, these vitamins are fundamental and most important for keeping us healthy. The corresponding organs and systems that are formed from these germ layers, I can tell you that when I found this information, well, it's just fantastic data, it's unique data. It simply gives you an understanding of what's actually happening in the body. And this becomes naturally clear as further confirmation. I want to share with you a quote from a scientific book that I really love. It's from the All Union Vitamin Conference, a collection of reports, theses, and presentations, which took place from June 19th to 23rd, 1939. So soon there will be an anniversary of this event. So in this report presented by Drs. Alperin and Iosikova from the Institute of Blood Transfusion, they reported that people with hemorrhagic diathesis, such as hemophilia or Verlhof's disease, had a pronounced deficiency of vitamin C, which was secondary in nature. And as our research has shown, this is apparently related to the increased consumption of vitamin C by the bodies of these patients. In other words, these patients lack sufficient vitamin C. And here we see problems with the hematopoietic system. It's clear where the root of the problem lies now, isn't it? Also, in patients with leukemia, it was not possible to achieve vitamin C saturation in the body. There is a problem with the hematopoietic organs, even though the body for some reason does not absorb vitamin C. And from this, the fundamental problem of these organs and systems becomes clear. I want to emphasize once again that vitamin C is important for bones, muscles, cartilage, and all these dental problems when the jaws deteriorate and teeth fall out, the so-called periodontosis. All of this is due to vitamin C deficiency or scurvy. And here the root cause of the suffering of these organs and systems becomes clear. And naturally, if a vitagnost specialist understands the root cause this deeply, understands so thoroughly which organs and systems originate from which embryonic layers, and which vitamins are responsible for protecting, safeguarding, and underpinning the development of these various embryonic layers, then of course the competence of such a specialist is at the highest level, and the degree of help they can provide is truly significant. That's why I invite everyone to study at the School of Vitagnostics to take your first course, Nicotinic Acid Deficiency, the basic course. And there we will begin studying together. This is the part of Vitagnostics known as vitaminology, which is included within Vitagnostics. And there we will go through everything in detail, and by the end of the course you will have the tools to help either yourself or someone you are assisting, how you can help address that person's nutrient deficiencies. And you will receive such essential and comprehensive fundamental knowledge, which will act as a solid foundation for all of your future learning journey. I invite you to study. I will be very happy to see each of you. And of course, don't forget that there are books you can read. That is also a form of learning, without a doubt. We can't do without them. There is also a link to the bookstore on the school's website where you can buy these books. Thank you very much for your attention. So, I am waiting for you at the school. All the best. Goodbye.